What up, everybody? Gonna say Instagram world, but this is YouTube. I'm using a Microsoft camera app, but I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. So this is a YouTube video. All right. What up, everybody in YouTube world? Here's another video by a boy, Eefy's Voice. The title of this video is gonna be something like, do some black people hate on dark-skinned black people? Do some black people hate on dark-skinned black people? Or do black people hate on do do black people hate on dark-skinned black people? Do black people hate on dark-skinned black people? You know, what about that? It's gonna either gonna be, do some black people hate on dark skinned black people, or do black people hate on dark skinned black people? Do black people hate on dark skinned black people? If you were if you're a dark skinned person, you probably got some hate from somebody, and you probably got through catching wind and vibes and stuff like that, that he probably disliked you because you had dark skin. Every dark skinned person had that experience a few times in his life where he felt he was a little bit hated on because he or she was dark skinned. Every dark skinned person is like that. But do black people hate on dark skinned black people? Do black people hate on dark skinned black people? Do some black people hate on dark skinned black people? Because of the vibes you get from people and some of the things people say to each other, do to each other, the comments you read, the stuff you heard some people say sometimes, it may appear that black people hate on dark skinned black people. Why? Colorism. Even some other dark skinned people may hate on another dark skinned person. Because, well, I wouldn't say that, but maybe, but do black people hate on dark skinned black people? You know, through catch and win, through what people breathe about, through what people say, through what people talk about, through conversations you had, to what you heard people say in the past, to the present, to what you read, to what people do, it appears that some black people hate on dark skinned black people. Because if you would take everybody in the world and just be like, give them all the same character, ideologies, and stuff like that, and just cover their face up and cover their body up and let them express their ideologies, their character, and everything. Express it to the world, express it to their culture, express it to people, and cover them up and make sure people don't see who they are, and then and see if they like them, agree with them, and feel them. And they may like them, agree with them, and feel them, and have different skin tones of black people in there, from light to dark. And if you uncover them and show them who they are, you would realize that people develop biases and contempt and dislike for people, and may not like someone now because they see them, if now that you take the covering off of them and show them who they are, that they may not like the darker skinned people, the dark skinned people. And before you show them who they are and show them their face and their skin tone and just show them their character and ideologies, they may like them. But when you uncover them, they may all of a sudden only like the lighter skinned people and now hate the dark skinned people. That's just a thing people notice in society, a thing people realize, a thing, the facts of life. So some black people may hate on dark skinned black people. I saw another video where some lady was talking about something she heard another black person say. And I wouldn't say it's shocking, because every black person that's dark skinned knows they're hated on because they're dark skinned by some other black people, as well as other races, really. But we don't. We love what we are, and you love being dark skinned, but like you love being light skinned or caramel or very light or dark or red bone or whatever you are. So everybody loves their skin tone and what they are, whatever race you are. Just like dark skinned people love being their skin tone and whatever they are. But so you don't doesn't throw you off and you be like, oh, they hate me. No one, everyone has pride in what they are and is happy with the way God made them. So do 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 black people hate on dark skinned black people? The answer to that is up to you. Do you feel dark skinned black people? Do you feel black people hate on dark skinned black people? I have to say that when it comes down to it, as you get older, people grow out of that mode. So I don't want to say like I don't want to just say that black people hate on dark skinned black people, because when you get older and you grow and you breathe right and you mature and you age and you get to a better place, you realize that black people really don't hate on dark skinned black people. But when they're younger is when you get more of the ignorant vibes, the ignorant comments, the ignorant attitudes and stuff like that. When people get older, when people get 40, 50, 60, people don't think like that anymore. Usually when you find someone who's hating as a black person or any other race really that hates on dark skinned black people, it's someone who's younger, someone who's immature, someone who's the way they are when they're younger. When you get older, you rarely see a black person that's older hating on a dark skinned black people per person. You mature, you breathe well now, and you just think right. So a lot of the vibes, a lot of the attitudes, a lot of the hate comes from younger people in general. So you know when some black people are younger, yes, they may hate on dark skinned black people. That's just the way life is. So but a lot of that stuff comes from being young, being ignorant, being stupid, being foolish, being trifling. So but it happens when they're younger, but when you get older, when you get up there in age, you grow out of that stuff. You realize that is the dumbest thing to think. And you realize who people are. You realize how to feel people. You realize who people are. And you realize what life's about. And you just see, not what life's about, but you just learn to see correctly. Yeah, that's what it is. You just learn to see correctly and think correctly. You just see correctly and think correctly. You breathe right and you got your mind right. And you just act right, man. You just think better and just see things in the right way. But a lot of that ignorant stuff, a lot of that hate for dark skinned black people come from people that are younger. I realize that. Now that I'm 40 years old, I turned 40 a couple of months ago in 2018. So in March of 2018, I turned 40 years old. But I'm 40 now. I'm realizing a lot of people that thought a certain way, they don't think the way they do anymore. It was a lot of fuss. It was a lot of ignorant. I didn't. Well, I realized that now that I'm 40, that a lot of people, and I'm 40, and I'm looking at the 40-year-olds and the 50-year-olds, and I'm noticing the 30-year-olds and the 20-year-olds and the teens. I realized that a lot of the ignorance comes in youth. That when people get older, they grow up and they change. They grow up, they change, and they adjust, and they think better, and they think right, and they see things in the right way. So that is the video. Do black people hate on dark-skinned black people? Answer to that, maybe. But a lot of that comes from youth, from younger people, younger people, ignorance. People grow out of that, but it's just the way some people may think and feel, and that's just the way life is. All right, that's the video for now. Do black people hate on dark-skinned black people? Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.